Let's go.
Hi everybody, we're Pop Couple. I'm James.
Lisa.
And we're here to do some more of our NYCC haul.
Part 3.
So this is part 3. This is dedicated to BIM Toy and in specific Tiny Ghost.
Got a lot of stuff.
Yes. So in all reality, BIM Toy is what ended up bringing us to NYCC.
For sure.
We were not planning on going originally, but then we found out that BIM Toy was having a party.
Yep.
And we decided that if we got tickets, we would go to NYCC. We got tickets, so we went to NYCC.
Right. So they sparked everything. The flight, the hotel, the con, all of it. So
with that, it's not like it hurt our feelings to go because there was a couple of Tiny Ghosts that were being released that we were like, we need them.
Right.
We want them.
Yep.
Not only that, but knowing from seeing them at previous cons, because they work with Fugitive a lot, that we felt there might be an opportunity to get a couple of Tiny Ghosts that we may have missed in the past. So we will take you through our BIM Toy journey at NYCC.
So when we got there on Thursday, we had a plan of attack, kind of like I said in the last video. James went to Chomp, which is our last video that you may or may not have watched. I went straight to Bottleneck Gallery, and the reason I did that is because the The reason I did that is because the Tiny Ghost that was there was only limited to 350, and there was also a print there that was limited to 100. So I knew I had to get there first, and then we could make our way over to Fugitive Toys. So I lined up first thing first over at Bottleneck Gallery in order to pick up 2 things, and then they give you a little freebie, which was kind of cool. So thing I wanted a lot, and I'm assuming they only did 25 of these a day, was a limited to 100 print. And I'll probably you'll do pictures, I assume?
I can do a picture of it,
of this lovely print that Reese did. It is numbered and signed in the bottom corner. This one I believe was 96?
96 of 100?
96 of 100. So a higher number, but I don't really care. It's only to 100, so it can't go wrong when it's only 100. So I love this one. It is hanging up in our Halloween display, which is in the next room over. So that's one of the things I bought. And then I also got Dia de los Muertos Tiny Ghost.
There we go.
So there he is in all his Tiny Ghost glory. So these were the 2 things that I picked up when I went to Bottleneck. When they hand you your bag, they also gave out keychains. So it had NYCC 2019 and a Tiny Ghost as Statue of Liberty. Hence the theme between last video and this video. So I obviously haven't taken it out of the bag yet. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do with this one yet, because a lot of the times we don't use these things, we just keep them. So that was the first place I went on Thursday. The third place I went on Thursday, only because of route-wise where things were located. Fugitive came third on my list. He was still over at Chomp. He eventually met me there. But I went to Fugitive in order to get specifically at 2 things. First thing, they had a pin set at NYCC that was limited to 150, which I'll show you in a second. And then they had Orange Glow Tiny Ghost, which is limited to 666. So our pin set is actually already set up on our cork board of Tiny Ghost. But here are the 3 pins. So I believe one is holding Starbucks, one is pizza, and one is holding a hot dog, to go along with some New York themes. And that's on our little Tiny Ghost cork board, which is adorable, and also hanging with our Halloween stuff.
Yes.
The next thing we picked up at Fugitive is the Orange Glow Tiny Ghost, which was limited to 666. He is literally just an orange ghost, and he glows in the dark. So when we do spinnies in a little bit, you will see a spinny of him, or a picture of him glowing. Spinny of him glowing?
I'm pretty sure it's spin too.
So he's cute. In just a second, we'll tell you another place thing we did. We brought this with us to the Tiny Ghost party.
Yes.
Ideally, I really wanted to see if Reese would doodle like a jack-o'-lantern, because it's all orange. But there wasn't enough time for him to do that, so maybe next time we're at a con and we see him, I'll ask him to try again. I wasn't able to get a doodle that time, but that's okay. The last thing I purchased at Fugitive, and this was because we missed it.
Yes.
Tuesday, and we missed it Wednesday, right?
Yes.
So is DAWS. So they did have DAWS Tiny Ghosts available at the Fugitive booth. So I of course picked one up. The only one I didn't pick up was, what was the green one called?
The Gumdrop?
Gumdrop, I think. We could have bought it. We don't own it. We could have bought it, but we're like, next time. Just because at this point, it's already not an hour into the con, and I've already bought 3 Tiny Ghosts. And we were going to be getting more. So, yes. So that was what we picked up at the con.
Yes.
So then, Friday night was the BIM Toy Party.
Yes. So Friday, we spent part of the day actually just kind of sightseeing, and had a chance to meet up with a couple other people, but we'll talk more about them in a different video because, well, they helped us get some other stuff that's not this stuff.
Not this stuff.
So that evening we went to the BIM Toy Party.
Yes.
So again, we weren't sure what to expect.
Right.
We've heard awesome things about other companies'
Parties.
limited parties. So we're like, well, we'll see what happens. So as we go in, they check your names and everything, and they hand you a raffle ticket. So immediately we know that there's some sort of raffle going on,
right.
and that ticket's important for something. So at the party, they had food and they had
beverages.
There
was bowling. There was pool.
Yeah.
There was ping pong. Like all kinds of stuff to do, or just hang out and chill and chat with people.
With it as well, they were also doing a custom Tiny Ghost contest. So I believe there are 21 total Tiny Ghosts in the or entries into the contest. We did go live, but I had to take the video down due to some copyright issues. However, we're going to show you some snippets here,
right?
In just 1 second that I won't have copyright issues with. So we'll go through. We'll show you here all the different entries into the contest, and then we'll also let you know which ones were the winners.
I have a video of the winners.
Oh, we've got a video of the winners, so we'll include that as well. So, do we want to show that first?
Yeah, let's do that.
So here you go, BIM Toy Party video, customs and winners.
Very close. When you go on version, it's so embarrassing. All right, so coming in third in the custom contest was number 11.
Cookie Monster.
Look at that. This is a non-unreleased Tiny Ghost.
What?
1 of 1, right? There's no more. There, 8th edition, signed by Reese.
Wow.
It can never be released.
All right. Pause on this, guys. All right.
Picture.
Oh, pictures. Hold on, wait.
Okay, just really quickly. So, if you win in the custom contest, you get this one amazing trophy, courtesy of these two awesome people right here. But also, Christina and Damien, my favorite. Welcome. So I also brought with me 3 artist samples that were sent to me from the factory. They looked beautiful. We went, wow, these are great, approved. And then the shipments came in and they're horrible. So we destroyed all of them except one of each. And they're in this room tonight. So these are signed on the top by me. It says AP, artist proof. That means I've okayed it and I've approved it. But these never have and never will go out in public. So these are literally one of one factory samples, okay? All right.
All right. In second place, number 20, the Darth Vader on this. Congrats.
Really? All right, let's start with press. Yeah, I don't feel short at all.
Congrats, man.
All right, one more.
All right. This is nice. That's first place. Number 9, C3PO. You won. Congrats, Lauren.
All right, so there you go. So there's some highlights from the BIM Toy Party.
Yeah.
Now, of course, one of the highlights for me is my raffle number got called,
Yep.
and so with that, that means I won something.
Yep. So ideas of what they were giving away. So they were giving away Invisible Ghost. They were giving away Yard Work. They were giving away Road Rash. They were giving away candy corn, creamsicle.
I think they did the Blue Glow puppy and
Yes, kitty, mini or smaller, tiny ghosts. Some of the older ones essentially
Right.
is what they were giving away. They weren't giving away the ones that you could have gone into the con and purchased. They were
Right.
giving away ones that are essentially sold out at this point.
Right.
So, and then one thing to note from the video that you guys just saw, the winners, I don't know if you could hear it as well in the video, but the winners won a 1 out of 1 artist proof, like, tiny ghost that no one will ever have.
Right.
So, what James won, however, was...
Ouch! I got road rash.
Right?
So, we do have the small, we have the mini of
Yes.
this one already. And so this was one that they released a couple years ago.
I think so. I'm not 100% sure. It was before we were buying them online as often.
Right.
We got into it really when the minis started, which was about a little over a year ago.
Right.
Because we bought 2 cases of the minis from
Right.
Series 1. So we have all those. So that would be
Yeah.
mini to match this one. So we were excited. We didn't have it. It's an awesome pull for us. Awesome win for us. Here's a picture of James cheesing.
So, I mean, we were excited partly because we haven't been winning a lot lately.
No, not so much.
So it was nice to win.
Yes.
So with that as well, I know that at ECCC we got a particular Tiny Ghost signed.
Yes.
And so one of the goals was to get the mini of it signed. So
I got in line with everybody else basically at the party at a certain point in time to get a signature. And so I brought the Ectoplasm Mini Tiny Ghost. Here he is. And I got Reese's signature on the back, which matches up to his big brother, dad, whatever you want to call it. They both have matching tats on their back now that say Reese O'Brien, except for dad says 2019 and this just says Reese O'Brien. But that's okay. So I was excited. This was one of the rare Tiny Ghosts minis that came in this just recently released series. So I was lucky enough to pull this from a blind bag from Fugitive at SDCC.
Yes.
So I had to bring it with me to NYCC to get the tattoo for him. Okay, so then with the party, one of the main fun, exciting things is that they were handing out to everyone who had purchased a ticket. You turned in your raffle ticket at the end and they gave you a swag bag. So the swag bag contained 3 items.
yes.
Actually, I should back up a second. Let me try that again.
What?
Okay, so during the party, there were 2 individuals. I unfortunately don't remember their name. I feel bad. But they're on the Tiny Ghost group on Facebook. They had made and or were passing out buttons. So I'll let you show that guy. So these ones were passed out during the party. Kind of encaptures Chompu Chompu on that one with Tiny Ghost. And then the one I have also has Tiny Ghost.
And the Tiny Ghost on this one has a map of Manhattan.
And then here is the second one.
Here it is, kind of focusing in. I'll do better pictures of it here in a minute. But so this one has a Liberty Tiny Ghost and Reese O'Brien Tiny Ghost, basically.
Holding a Tiny Ghost.
Yes. So
we thought the pins were super cute. We each got a set when we were there.
Yep.
So that was awesome. Okay, so back to one of the main reasons a lot of people go to these things is for the amazing swag that you're going to get at the end. So at the very end, we turn in our raffle ticket. They hand you a BIM Toy swag bag.
Yep.
And inside it, there were 3 items per bag. First things first, they handed out patches that says Ghost Nation NYCC 2019 Tiny Ghost Meetup. So there is the giant, it's actually a really big patch.
yes.
But it also definitely has the Liberty Tiny Ghost, which I'm surprised they should have done a Liberty Tiny Ghost. Now that I'm seeing like how themed it was,
Well, yeah.
they didn't have to, but it would have been cool.
They might in the future. You never know.
So as an idea, that's how big it is.
Yes.
It's pretty big. All right, second thing is on our cork board. So I'm gonna pull that out again, and we are gonna focus on that one. So it had a matching Tiny Ghost Liberty pin that was included in the swag bag. And the third thing,
So when we saw this, we were like, yes.
it's cool.
So this one is called Death Mask Tiny Ghost. And this was the limited to party only
150.
So 150 total Tiny Ghost. So this one's very cool. Like I said, when we saw it, we were like, yes.
It's like a Death Eater from Harry Potter.
Well, it's Death Mask.
I know. It's like a Death Eater. That was the first thing I thought of when I saw Death Mask.
So I know once we got ours, before we left the party, we had pulled this guy out,
Taken a
picture, and posted it up to share because we wanted to share this because we just thought it was awesome.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So that was our Tiny Ghost BIM Toy haul.
Yeah.
It's a lot of stuff. So here are the other spinnies.
The closer looks at everything. There you go, closer look at all the Tiny Ghosts.
Yep.
The print, the pins,
Yes.
the patches, the
Keychain.
everything.
All of it.
So, again, we were very excited. It was the BIM Toy and Tiny Ghost that brought us to NYCC in the first place. And not that we're sad about it. I think in general, we had a good time in New York. So thank you, BIM Toy and Tiny Ghost, for encouraging us to go.
Yeah. That's the first time we actually flew somewhere together.
Yeah, it is the first time we've actually flown together. We typically drive everywhere together.
Right. So
yeah.
And we've known each other for 6
years.
6 years. We've never been on a plane together till this.
Yeah.
So, hey, thanks, Bim Toy. No, just kidding.
So there you go. Let's see, we already asked them to comment, right?
I think so. If we didn't, comment.
Comment down below. What do you think of these Tiny Ghosts? Are you looking to start collecting Tiny Ghosts too?
Right.
Do you collect Tiny Ghosts? And which is your favorite Tiny Ghost? It doesn't have to be any of the ones that we've got. If you've got them and you like them, which ones do you like?
Right.
So with that, as always, if you enjoy our videos and you like hanging out with us, please subscribe, hit that like button, and we'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.